What if I told you that moving to Moncton could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home? But there's a hidden cost that could completely catch you off guard. Most people assume that moving to a smaller city means cheaper real estate, better lifestyle, and lower expenses. And you would be correct. But that's only half of the story. In this video, I'm breaking down the 7 crucial things that you need to know before making the move to Moncton. Some of these things might surprise you, and number 4 is one that I get asked all the time. So stick around. This video might save you a lot of headaches. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Cameron Brioux and I'm a realtor in New Brunswick. And I help people buy, sell, invest, and relocate to Moncton. Every week, I drop videos to help you navigate the real estate market. And if you're serious about making a move and you would like to talk to me about real estate, you can head down to the first link in the description and book a call with me. All right, let's dive into the 7 things that you need to know before making the move to Moncton in 2025. All right, let's start with what most people already know. Moncton has some of the most affordable real estate in Canada. The average price of a detached home here, it hovers around $350,000, and that's nearly half of the national average, where homes in other Canadian cities are easily more than $600,000. But what most people don't factor in is that New Brunswick has a 1% land transfer tax, and that means that when you buy a house, you'll have to pay 1% of either the sale price or the assessed value, whichever comes in higher. And there's property tax. New Brunswick has some of the highest property tax rates in the country. On a $350,000 home, for example, you could expect to pay around $5,000 a year for tax. And if you are buying an investment property, it will be even higher because you do not get the provincial tax rebate that homeowners get on their primary residence. So this non-owner occupied tax is often referred to as the double tax. So yes, homes do cost less upfront, but you need to budget for these extra expenses when you're planning your move. All right, let's talk about weather, because if you're coming from Toronto or Vancouver, you might be wondering how cold it gets here. Winters in Moncton, surprisingly, are not that bad. Most days, temperatures are just a little bit below freezing, and while we do get cold snaps, the averages in winter are around -5 to -10, and it's nothing like the -30 days sustained that you could see in places like Winnipeg. Snowfall is also a bit of a wild card. When I first moved here, I always wondered why people had big sticks marking the end of their driveway. Well, I found out pretty quick that that is actually for snow removal companies, which is very popular. On average, Moncton gets about 300 centimeters of snow per year, which is about 100 more than Toronto. Some winters, we get absolutely buried, while other years, it's pretty green. Summers, they are warm, but they're humid. We are very close to the Atlantic Ocean. The average temperatures in July and August hover around 25 degrees Celsius, but the humidity can make it feel above 30. And fall, my favorite season, it is absolutely beautiful. New Brunswick is known for its stunning fall colors, and September has to be one of the nicest months of the year here, where we have warm days, the leaves are changing. It is absolutely great. Something that a lot of people overlook, but from what I'm hearing, it is very similar across the country, is the healthcare system. Moncton's healthcare system is stretched thin, there's no question. One of the biggest issues right now is finding a family doctor. I surveyed a lot of people on my Instagram, and it is a mixed bag. Some people found a doctor in a matter of a week. Some people, it's been 2 years. Others gave up looking and just accessed things like the emergency clinics. With that said, there are workarounds, and we would have access to 811, which is a telehealth service, great for basic questions when you are in a pinch, and you can talk to a nurse. There's also the Maple app. Now, there are some fees associated with depending on what type of care you need, but it is a virtual healthcare service where you can speak to a doctor online. And of course, there are walk-in clinics available. You do need to call or show up early, and you will expect long waits. If you or your family have ongoing health needs, This is something that you will absolutely need to plan for. Do you need to speak French here in order to work? For day-to-day life, no. And in my almost 15 years of sales here in New Brunswick, it is also a no. But if you're looking to work for the government or in a customer service role, being bilingual is often required. That said, most people in Moncton, Riverview, and Dieppe speak English fluently, and there are plenty of job opportunities in other fields where speaking French is not a requirement. Number 5, we're diving into cost of living, and I'm going to give you a quick snapshot of some of the things that you might have as monthly expenses, depending on the package and where you shop. For example, internet, there's a wide range of packages. You could expect to pay $250 a month for your internet and your TV, if that's the package that you would want to choose. Now, electric heating is very common here with electric baseboards. Most homes have since upgraded through energy efficient programs and added wall mount ductless units, which does provide supplemental heating and can reduce that electric baseboard usage. And you could expect to pay an equalized bill somewhere around $270 to $300 a month. Now, this is hotly contested right now as our province is in the process of rolling out smart meters, and a lot of people have reported that the usage and bill seems to be off from what they know to be normal. Keep that in mind. Water for residential properties is billed quarterly, and that is $200 to $250 a month, depending on where you are. There are some municipalities that do flat rate the water, but in around that amount is what you could expect to pay. Gasoline for your car, right now, at the time of recording this video, it is $1.69 per liter. And for some common groceries that I pick up in my house often, for a 2-liter jug of milk, you're $4.67. For eggs, you're $5.70, and chicken breast, depending on your format, you're between $13 and $20. So while real estate is affordable, don't expect everything else to be super cheap. If you're coming from a big city, Moncton's public transit system might be a bit of a shock. The Kodiak Transpo bus system exists, but service can be spotty at times, especially on weekends and holidays. Also, there is no subway or commuter train, so if you have been relying on public transport where you live and you're planning to move, Moncton might require some adjustments. Number 7 on the list is what you might expect at a Moncton's job market. It is solid and growing, but it really depends on your industry. Right now, we are very strong in logistics, healthcare, education, manufacturing, and IT. Now, while we don't have a Bay Street, you won't see those high-paying finance jobs or a wide variety of corporate jobs that you might see in other bigger cities, but there are lots of opportunities here, and we are seeing a lot of entrepreneurs move here to start new companies. There are some amazing government incentive programs. Unemployment right now is currently sitting at around 7.8%, which is slightly above the national average of 6.7%, but the city is still growing and new opportunities are popping up all the time. So there you have it. 7 things you need to know before making the move to Moncton. From affordable real estate to hidden costs, from weather surprises to healthcare challenges, knowing what to expect before you move can make all the difference in your experience. Moncton does have a lot to offer, but it's important to be fully prepared so you can make the best decision for your family. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It helps more people just like you find this content, and it supports the channel. Oh, and if you're serious about buying, selling, or investing in Moncton, let's connect. You can click that first link down in the description and book a call with me, and we can build a plan that fits your goals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.